Started my real estate investing journey in 2018, November, and right now it is September 1st of 2025. So it's been almost 7 years, 27 rentals deep, most of them doing just fine. And I find myself in Gary, Indiana, September 1st, in an abandoned triplex by myself, covered in plaster dust, debris, surrounded by an empty building, lath board all over the place, hair coat. Don't need any product. The dust alone will hold its shape. And I'm here at 8 o'clock at night, working on this triplex that I've owned for 2 years, and never had one penny in rent paid because it's just been such a project. And even though I'd paid to have the walls painted, as you can see, I was finished paint back there. But what you might not be able to see is that it's actually peeling. And it was peeling in so many places. That was actually the wall that had the least peeling. It was peeling in so many places. Let me see if I can show you. This plaster looked like this. You see that? Oh yeah, you see that? Yeah. It was peeling so badly in so many places. And to top it off, I needed to get new wiring put in there. So for those of you who don't know, here's a good example of what knob and tube is. Literally, it's like through this old cloth fabric. Crappy wiring. They just notched it into the wood. Kind of see that the notches it was fitting into there. This stuff right here, insurance companies hate. They may even just flat out tell you they ain't gonna insure the property if it has knob and tube wiring on it. And so one of the other solutions that you'll see this weird electrical, this is also in this house, let me show you this. You see these, they did the wiring on the outsides. There's these metal poles that run up to the ceiling. So you can see this metal pole, there's the light switch, goes down to the floor, boom, there's your outlet, goes up to the ceiling, and there's where your light would be. Really crappy, shoddy job. Real crappy, shoddy job, in my opinion. And trying to put in new outlets, get things up to current standard, looking better, dealing with that plaster, it just wasn't worth it to me. I mean, all my doors in here are crooked too because the house settled. So I'm sitting here looking at it. I'm like, well, if we have to cut through the plaster, cut through the lath board to try to run new wires through the wall, that's just going to be a nightmare. And then we're gonna have to patch it all up and fix it all anyways. And then we gotta try to paint it. It's already peeling where it's been painted anyway. So either they didn't do a good job or it's just not taking very well. What I could do is just destroy all of it. If I just rip it all out and go over the top of it with sheetrock, and you can see this is the backside of the plaster and lath from the other room. And you can see, so the lath board is what the plaster goes up on, and the plaster goes on wet. And you can see it literally just seeps through, then dries like a mortar. It'll be easier for me to take this stuff off because now that this whole wall's exposed, just take a hammer, a sledgehammer, rubber mallet, and just punch through and start blowing the plaster out on the other side. I got that room ready. Well, you can't see, it's kind of dark, but it's point of this video is to explain to you guys real estate investing ain't glamorous. There's a lot of ways that you can make money. There's a lot of ways that you can lose money. Sometimes a little bit of sweat equity will save you a bunch of money. And I'll tell you what, contractors are so bad. They suck so bad. And then they can be so great. And then the very same contractor could be great today and just garbage tomorrow. Oh, it's so frustrating. There's no consistency. So anyways, some of the ways you can save money is by doing stuff yourself. And I'll tell you what, demo is one of those things even an idiot can do. Ripping out laths, ripping out plaster, even I can do that. I don't have to have fine skills to run electrical wiring, nor do you need to have licenses. I don't have to have any training. Mungo smash is, my buddy the lumberjack likes to say, is an easy task to do. So you could save a lot of time and money by doing it yourself, renting a dumpster, doing all this, taking it out. Hiring a couple day laborers to just come over and 10, 15 bucks an hour, and somebody for 15 bucks an hour for 10 hours, it's 150 bucks. That's nothing. That's nothing in the grand scheme of what you'll probably pay a contractor. because they're going to pay their dude $12 an hour, but they're going to charge you $25 an hour for that dude, and then they're going to profit the rest. It's awful. So the downside is, obviously, if you don't live close to your properties, like I do, or like I don't, I guess. I live in the Seattle area and I invest in Indiana. You usually don't have the opportunity to do this, but in my case, I actually specifically dedicated 8 days, and I might even extend it to like 10 or 11 if I need it, to come out here and manage this project myself, because I'm so confident that I can do a better job than hiring a contractor, and I can, and even working with people that I rely on or think that are good, their focus is split between all the properties they manage and all the people they manage for. Whereas mine, I can show up and I can sit here all day and I can micromanage people coming in and out, and I can make sure that it actually gets done on time, and I can fill the gap and I can help. And that's what I'm doing right now. So instead of doing this entire remodel for like $60,000, I think I'm gonna be able to knock it out of the park for under 15. So I'm gonna spend a bunch on materials, but not nearly as much on labor. And you typically, when you get a quote, they'll be like, oh yeah, 1/3 materials, 2/3 is labor. Well, they charge you so much on labor because they charge you for the guy working, and then they charge you for themselves as well. So anyways, appreciate you guys as always for watching. If you've watched videos I had before this, you'll have seen that this triplex has just been a thorn in my side for years, and I've decided to do something about it. And that's something I'm going to do is this. I was actually really hoping I wouldn't have to do all of this. I was hoping that maybe these walls weren't as bad, and they are. But this is mosquito. This is gonna make me some money and make my life a little bit easier. And the guy, all-nighter hider, who I've hired to come in here and do electrical and plumbing, will now have a blank canvas to work on instead of trying to work around and work through all of these issues. He can just, go straight from the ceiling, straight down, branch out for outlets, branch out for any other plumbing. Should make it significantly easier for him. Which then saves time. And the more time that I save, the more that he can do other stuff. If he can do all of the plumbing and electrical in a day, because it's halfway done, and then we immediately move on to putting up sheetrock, well, great. And then we immediately move on from sheetrock to taping and mudding, and then putting in the flooring, and then we're throwing cabinets up and putting sinks and stuff together. It'd be great. I'll be very happy. So anyways, appreciate you guys as always for watching. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. I know if you invested distance like I do, you probably don't have as many opportunities. But aside from being kind of out here by myself, Angel's been here most of the day, but he just took off for a little while. It's a fun project, if you got a significant other. My girlfriend's sad that she's not here with me right now. She'd love to be doing this, so it's fun. Guys, I'll see you next time. From the King of Gary, as always, stay safe. I ain't been shot at yet.